By the way, looking back, is there anything you would have done differently during your like study abroad journey in Tenri?
I would go out more.
Same.
Twin. I agree.
Like I didn't go out once it started getting really hot because it was just like it was so annoying.
Hmm.
And then like um with like paying the all the bills and stuff, I was kind of like a little conservative closer to the end of the semester. So I couldn't really
Hmm.
go anywhere. But I also just didn't want to go anywhere because it was too hot.
Yeah.
So I would go during a different season and go out more.
Yeah. I agree.
That would be meet the like talk to the people that I would eventually end up talking to sooner. Even though
Mm.
I met them early on, um, I was a little reserved with drum, little bit reserved in a sense, and so I would have talked to the people who I would eventually like end up forming a group friends. Group friends? A friend. I'm sorry, English
Yeah.
is not working right
Friend
now.
group.
Friend group. Friend group, yes, friend group. Way sooner than I did because I think they made my whole experience amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
I did travel a lot, and that I'm glad that I did. Even though like I was having like the was being trying to be a little conservative with money, it's the same as Tishana.
Hmm.
I did take like a student loan, and which is basically subsidized student loan, which I didn't have, which I don't pay interest for. So I'm basically getting free money because inflation cuts down the price of the dollar, but like my loan remains the same because I don't pay interest on it. So I did
Yeah.
took a loan to fund those activities, and I don't regret it at all. It was so much fun.
Period. Yeah. I would say for me, um, even okay, so I used to cook a lot. I wouldn't go out to eat like for maybe once a month or twice a month. I would go to a restaurant and I would go out to eat, but I would usually cook at home because that was a lot more affordable for me. And the one thing I really wish I did was go more in terms of exploring more Japanese cuisine because I feel like I have such a limited like amount of experience in terms of that, and I wish I've got to experience it more. Like I've never tried a McDonald's from there. I haven't tried a
Eh?
Moss Burger. I haven't eaten because the thing is I'd rather cook food for myself rather than buy things outside just because that's just I don't really like eating from the outside in general. That's just how I am. I'm still like that. So, yeah, but for me, I really wish that I've actually tried to eat um like from restaurants, from like even fast food chains, because I don't know what the difference between this McDonald's from over there and McDonald's from here is, you
No,
know?
it's
So I really
different.
wish I got
It's
to
It's
so
experience
different.
that.
different.
When me and Carlos had a Big Mac, it's some way for some reason it tasted to us like a sausage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've
the
heard
Samurai
about
Mac.
that.
The Samurai Mac, like you remember that experience?
Oh my, yo, oh my gosh, bro. And not only the samurai one, the teriyaki one, and not only that, Domino's pizza. Every time I would have that, I would have to go running, like going dumb fast on my bicycle home because I had the worst case of like I had the runs like crazy. Like that would destroy my stomach.
Oh
Like the toilet
really?
would be destroyed.
Oh gosh. Why? Or like
Because that stuff upset my stomach. Like it's good. Like I like it, but like if that it does things to my stomach.
is it like are you lactose intolerant maybe?
I mean, maybe to like a certain degree. But then,
Everyone
like,
is to
I
a
don't
certain
have a. But
degree.
the thing is, though, like, I could eat a bunch of stuff here. I wouldn't really have a much of a problem with it. Like, it's just
Hmm.
the samurai and the teriyaki burger. I don't know what it was about that because it's not like it has like an insane amount of cheese or something.
Hmm.
Like, the question is, was it worth it?
I feel like it was worth it just to like say you tried it. Like, you gotta at least try it to try it. After that,
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, was it worth it for you?
I mean, I would have rather had like a regular Big Mac to be honest.
That's
That was
crazy.
that the experience in the bathroom was not as good as the one when I was eating. Oh, speaking of bathrooms, yo, they got the bidets in Japan. Yo, they got the future.
Oh, I miss the
Oh
bathrooms in
yeah.
Japan. The heated
I
seats.
I miss the
Ah,
clean bathrooms. The clean
yes.
public
Oh, well,
bathrooms,
you guys
the
won't believe this.
no
You
no
will not believe
peeping.
this story. You will not believe what I'm about to say. Guess
Uh-oh.
what? When I was in Yokohama with Yoki and my brothers, we went to we were in like in a mall,
Mm.
and so I think it was near me or something like that. We saw the crazy. I haven't even seen this in New York, bro. This is actually insane. Of Japan of all places, it's unbelievable. What do you think I saw, Alex?
I'm
In
scared.
Yokohama?
Yeah, so what do you think I saw in the bathroom, in the men's bathroom?
Air.
No, in the urinal there was a piece of poop.
Oh,
Uh,
In the urinal, in the urinal, Alex.
Bro, not even in New York, bro.
I
I
know.
don't think people do that.
I was
That's
just like,
crazy.
and then I called Yoki and like all my brothers and they couldn't believe it either. Like we were just like we had our like jaws wide open. Because think about it, like how first of all, how would you even pull that off? Because like there's
Yeah,
people that
that's
walk in, it's not
interesting.
I
like
was gonna
it's not like
ask
it's closed off from other people. Like was there just a dude like just like bending over and like squatting over the
No,
urinal and
that's
taking a
yeah,
dump?
I
terrible.
was gonna ask like, how do you get away with that?
Exactly.
That's crazy. I wonder if the person was drunk when they did that, though. They most likely were because there's no way.
Also, when I was in the one of the malls in Yokohama, they were playing like okay, so there's like I don't know, do you guys know Forrest Frank? He does like Christian music, but it's like I guess like for the youth. It's like kind of sounds like hip, right? They were playing it at a
Mhm.
mall in Yokohama. Like not only there, one time when I was in Osaka, they were also playing him. For some reason, I guess Japan likes to play his music because they have no idea they have no idea that it's a Christian song or anything. They just think it sounds hip and they just play it.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
funny.
that's so funny. Yeah, that's a common thing. I remember I went to a restaurant or something and it was like no, it was the sushi place in near Do Quixote. I forgot I forgot the name. I completely forgot the name. I can't believe it.
Masashi.
Yes. And they were playing like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo. I'm like, what the heck? Like,
Okay,
this
no,
is
that's
confusing.
I feel like that's understandable. For me, the thing is though, they were playing Christian music, and they
That's
just
funny.
didn't know what it was talking
That's
about.
wild. That's wild, yeah.
That's so
Like when
funny.
I heard it, I had to take a video of it and I sent it to my mom, and I was like, "God is great."
Ooh, by the way, was there ever a time when you accidentally offended someone because you didn't know the cultural norm, like in Japan? Because I had an
Absolutely.
experience once,
No,
and it wasn't in
honestly.
Japan necessarily. It was in America with my Japanese exchange student friend. She was like living with me for a time being
Oh
because,
yeah,
housing is expensive in New York. And there was one
Mhm.
time that there was a
Me
dollar
too.
in the floor, and I was like, "Oh shoot, a dollar!" So I grabbed the dollar, and she's like, "Why are you picking up the dollar?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Usually in Japan, we don't take money from the floor. We leave it there." And I was like, "Oh shoot." So I felt so guilty to the point where like, you know what? I'm gonna leave
man,
the dollar right
bro,
back
who
there. Like
cares,
I feel
bro?
guilty now.
Yo, it's nobody's dollar at that point. You're like, who are you gonna give it back to? No one, bro.
Right?
Just
That's
take the
what I'm
dollar.
saying. Like it was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever like insulted anyone. It was more like just like cultural differences that we thought were like funny,
Mhm.
I guess. So, like
Oh,
I
like,
remember like talking with
yeah.
my friends like, oh, when I was coming back, we had the same flight, so her parents took us.
Mhm.
And we were just talking about like my experience in Japan, and I was like, oh, I still can't tell the difference between like maid cafes and then the other cafes. And she started laughing and she's like, oh yeah, I get worried for foreigners.
Wait, what do you mean the other cafes? Like,
Hostess cafes.
what do you mean? Oh.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah,
Sorry, you
sometimes I get worried for foreigners because maybe they might get sucked into a hostess cafe.
What about classes? How was everyone's classes?
Everything
Fukui
was easy. Yeah, Fukui Sensei, he
sensei.
was my favorite teacher, as well as
Yeah,
another professor that she gave me like a cupcake for my birthday. Like, she was so
I
sweet. She's
don't.
like,
Yeah,
Oh,
"Oh,
you guys
happy
had like different
birthday."
professors. I don't think me and Alex ever had that person.
Really?
we
Yeah,
had
oh,
yeah,
different
because
professors,
you
yeah.
guys were in a higher class.
yeah. I love Fukui
Yeah,
sensei.
he was so cool. I remember I had several discussions that were interesting with him. One time we were talking about like the types of bugs that people eat, and then another discussion was when he asked me if I was an otaku, and I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I swear." But
Be real, Natalie.
I'm not. I'm not. But yeah, there was this one discussion I was like, "Wait, you would eat bees and stuff like that?" He's like, "Yeah, they're pretty good." I'm like, "What about like cockroaches?" Like, "Oh no, you can't eat a cockroach because if you eat a cockroach, they can stay alive in your stomach and like they'll be roaming around." I'm like, "Oh,
I'm not gonna lie,
absolutely
that's
not."
actually crazy.
Oh.
That was an interesting discussion.
Oh,
That's actually insane. That's
Yeah.
actually insane. What
It
was
was
your
crazy.
favorite class, Alex?
So okay, so my favorite class was either with Mori Sensei. I
Morty
think the Mori,
Sensei.
I think it was either Mori Sensei or let me see. I also like the guys. What's his name? Ike, Nanchara Ike. Ike, no, no, no. But like the male teacher that we had, even you remember him, like the one that talks a lot, that's funny. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah. I
Mori
remember
Sensei had
him.
to be my favorite. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
the
and
one
that
that
guy.
was the least liked was, remember the guy that he talked so fast and no one really knew what he was saying.
Yeah, I know him. He Morihisa, something like that.
Yo, that guy used to talk so fast. No
Oh,
hate
that's
though.
so
No one liked
funny.
his class. Everyone is so bad in his class.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, remember uh the speech class?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With the lady, yeah,
Yeah,
the shadowing
yeah,
class.
her voice is so high pitched too.
I
Yeah.
thought that was Mori. Oh no, is that Kai? I thought it was Mori Sensei that had her speech really high.
Mori Sensei
No,
also
there
has
was
her
another
voice
there
really
was
high.
another professor who did kind of have like a higher pitched voice. I just
That
don't
was
remember her
in the
name.
basement, right? Like on the
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
underground.
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
In
Mm-hmm.
the computers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was the shadowing class. We had to read like the skits about this American guy and the
Yeah,
Japanese girl.
I
Like,
forgot like what was the stuff they used to say in like those like
that
in the
would no
shadowing.
guy, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was like, remember when there was one about like clubs like Sakura ni Hairu or something. I don't remember. It was something like that.
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, those ones, to be honest.
Eh, so na no.
Eh,
That's so funny.
bro,
Yeah.
that brings back memories.
Do you remember like the history? Remember the it was like some peace security class, and like we had a history class that was in English.
Yeah, yeah, with the what was his name? I heard about him recently. His
Really?
name was yeah,
Recently?
yeah.
What did you hear about him recently?
He got
Oh,
married and that
recently.
he's super lost his wife.
That's good for him.
Period.
Yeah.
Love that.
At first second, I thought you said he super lost his wife.
Yeah, I thought that
No,
too. And
he
then I was like,
lost.
wait,
He
that doesn't make
lost.
sense.
Well, I think the out of those two, the funnest one was the history one. That one was so fun.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
and the I remember the peace security one. We would just watch movies the whole time.
Oh, which
Yeah.
one?
Y'all were watching movies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the heck?
We
Documentaries.
were watching
No,
like
it was
documentaries and movies, yeah.
documentaries.
Yeah, I don't remember, but he made
Masasaki
all the movies.
Sensei, Komatsusaki Sensei. That's his name. And the Mano Sensei.
No, no, no. I mean like
Um,
the guy who made the movies. It was always like one guy that
Oh,
made every movie.
oh yeah, the documentary. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The same guy. Yep, yep. I remember.
Yeah.
that's crazy. By the way, do you guys still keep in touch with your friends or like contacts you've made in Japan? Like,
I
I'm
who
gonna
had
do.
those
message Yoshi right
relationships
now. I'm gonna be like,
influence
"What's
you
up?
after
What's
I
up,
returning?
do.
Poppy?"
Like,
I like realistically I only made like two like really, really close friends. Well, three. I have Yoshiko,
mhm,
but I think Japanese people are like kind of like the type where like they don't really text their friends that often
mhm.
because being
That
because being
reminds
like
me of that one
yeah
situation with Yaeli that Yoshiko, like she actually
yeah
came
yeah yeah.
to
Yoshiko was
America.
saying I don't really text my friends that much, and it's true. Like me and Yoshiko, we do like text each other like every like blue moon,
Mm.
but it's not like we're like mad at each other or like we're done. We don't really want to talk. We just don't really feel the need to text each other. So
Oh,
we don't really text until unless like some one of us needs the other.
yeah.
But other than Yoshiko, I do keep in touch with both my Bruneian and Hong Kong friend. So like my Bruneian friend will like right now she's in her Ash Trevino era.
Oh
And
gosh.
so yeah, so she'll like update me on like all the drama that's been happening, while my Hong Kong friend will like update me on like stuff that's been happening in Japan and like in his classes.
Oh wow, that's so nice. Yeah, I kind of am the same with my friends. Like, I feel like I talk with like maybe five or six of them that I've made there. Like often, there'd be times where I would see like, for example, recently, the uh, the students that helped us like in the beginning, Dylan and Alex, like, Mari and Mitsuno, they graduated. And I'm like, oh my gosh, congrats on your
Oh,
graduation. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. So I do text Mari because I think I got closer to Mari when she studied abroad and then she came to New York for a visit and then we just like started bonding a lot. Like we really bonded there. I also got close to Yoshiko as well. We
mm-hmm.
don't text off at all, but like, yeah, I got close to her a little bit. And also my Bruneian friend, I talk to her time to time. Usually when I talk to my friends that I've made over there, I would like reply on their story. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, so cute." And then we would have a conversation about catching up and stuff. It's nice. But I'm also the same way where I don't text people. Like even my friend of 11 years, 12 years, I don't text her often because I feel like it's better to have conversations in real life and like person to person. I don't really like
Yeah.
texting or calling because I feel like I don't feel the connection there as much as face-to-face contact, you know? So
Hmm.
that's why I don't text anybody. But I do text from time to time when I'm like responding to something or like, asking for advice and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Mm.
What about you, Dylan and
Yeah, bro.
Alex?
Yeah, when I went to Japan, like the whole time I was there, I was just with Yoki the whole time.
Oh,
Yoki's a
Like
real one, bro.
he is a real one. Yo, why did Yoki say that like you had plans with him and you canceled on him, Alex?
that's
No,
crazy.
no, no. So like, I was trying to hang out with him, but I don't know, like my schedule like it wasn't going well, so I just like unfortunately like I was really looking forward to hanging out with him, but it didn't end up working out from my end because he was cool. It was just on my end. I couldn't make it work.
Yeah. But going back to the topic, what about you, Alex? Have you made any like deep connections or relationships that you're still in contact with today that you made in Tenri?
Yep. Basically, like the my friend group in Tenri, like I still get talk with them, like keep a
Oh,
really good relationship with them, and we talk really often.
that's
And
nice.
I'm looking forward to because we want to travel together in Japan and also out of Japan. So I want to see if we can make that work out.
Yeah, yeah. I hope that works out for you for sure, definitely. What advice would you give to students who are about to study abroad in Tenri, Japan for the first time?
Just do it.
Learn
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah, I agree with that
Learn
too.
some Japanese.
Also,
Do
don't be
some
afraid. Yeah,
research
and don't be
before
afraid to talk to the
going.
Japanese because they'll love
Yes.
you
Yeah,
just for
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
exist. They'll love you
I
just for
promise you.
existing.
Yeah, I promise you. You can know like the smallest amount of Japanese. Tell them you're American and just be like very, very outgoing. They will most likely open up to you if
Yeah.
the moment that
Yeah,
you say you're American.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like to me, especially if you are like let's say a little nervous about traveling and stuff like that and getting lost, I think because I was like that in the beginning of my Tenri journey, I guess you can call it. I didn't want to go anywhere because I was afraid like what if I got lost? What if I took a train to
Oh, I got
somewhere
lost
and
with
I never came
Carlos
back? Yeah, I know you did. But
in
I
Osaka.
don't
We
really
didn't have
like
any
getting lost
service.
at all. So I would say if you're worried, I don't think you should worry about it too much because a lot, if you were to get lost, let's say, there's a lot of people like around, like conductors and like the people who work in the stations. They're very, very kind and they're
Yeah.
very friendly and they will help you get to the place where you need to be. So, that's one thing that I would say. And yeah,
uh, so definitely like if you feel like you're short on money, especially if you're a student, if you're like afraid of taking a small loan, especially if it's a subsidized loan where you don't pay interest and you don't have to pay back until like I think 6 months
hmm
after graduation. Like I think it's worth taking the loan for. You don't pay interest, or you're basically getting free money. Well, you will have to pay it back, but I don't let money be a limiting experience for you.
yeah,
Uh, so,
Just gamble.
and if you know that you want to travel abroad, just take a part time ahead of time so you can save some money. Because
yeah,
once you're there, it will really come in handy.
I
Yep.
agree. Yeah, that's true.
We splurge. We splurging out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know
the
like
money
money is a big
definitely.
concern for everyone. So
Yeah.
there are ways to do it. So if you want to do it, there are ways to do it.
There's also people that get jobs and stuff like that before going abroad. Like I knew this one girl that she worked in the Bronx Zoo for like before she went to Korea and she hated it, but she had to get the moolah somehow. So she would work there until she went to Korea eventually.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
you know
definitely
one
if you
person.
are worried about money, you should definitely like try to work in a part-time out in here because you would get paid here more for one
That's
and
true.
save up, you know? So yeah.
I mean, you know a
Yeah, things
person
are
writing in
cheap
this
in
group.
Japan, so you may not be getting paid like
Yeah.
good money in terms of like America, but it'll last you a really long time in Japan.
I want to be careful about using the word cheap. It's cheap in the sense that the dollar has more value, but like in
Yeah.
Yes.
Japan, th there are things that are
It's
just as expensive as they're here, like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things.
no, yeah.
Agreed. That is
But the
true.
good thing is that you can find affordable options to almost everything.
That is very
And
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Having this conversation really brings me back. Thank you all so much for coming
you're
today. It was
welcome.
really fun, and I hope our listeners had fun listening in as well. If you are interested in studying in Japan, specifically Tenri, please do not hesitate to come to the IPC office in Carmen 337 and schedule an appointment with an advisor. We hope to see you on the next one. Bye.